Hello everybody, this is Leia and today I've been inspired to film a video of messages, especially for Lightworkers. This is for June 2014, although of course there is likely something for you here no matter what month or year you come across this video if you're watching it now. So, before we go on to the cards, a word about Lightworkers. What are Lightworkers? You may be one and are only realizing it now. If you feel called to help, to heal, to make a difference for the better, to uplift people and inspire them, if you're here essentially to spread love and light, you are a Lightworker. Let's move on to the cards. I felt like using two decks this time, with the top one being the Angel Tarot by Doreen Virtue, and the bottom one, the Indigo Angel cards by Doreen Virtue again, and Charles Virtue. For some of you watching this, the cards will reflect energies that you happen to encounter. And this video will give you an idea of some ways you can work with these energies. And for other viewers, if you find yourself dealing with events and circumstances that we don't come across in these cards, you can look for the lessons that speak to you and work on those in your personal life if you so choose. Let's get started. We are reading the cards top to bottom, left to right. And our first pair of cards is Queen of Air, independent, experienced, realistic, witty. Objective decision making, clearing away all that no longer serves you, seeing the humor in a situation. And shielding. The Queen of Air speaks of using our intellect to make the clear distinction about what should continue to remain in our lives. Sometimes we go on spending so much time and energy on projects and people that aren't exactly good for us. We don't want to hurt others' feelings or don't want to admit to ourselves that it's time to move on, so we just keep going. The Shielding card asks us to learn how to set up healthy boundaries so our decisions about what to allow to remain in our lives isn't affected by anyone trying to sway us. So moving on to our next cards, we have Eight of Water, a desire to move on, the search for something more meaningful, spiritual and emotional growth, and Manifest. The Eight of Water makes sense on a progression from the action the previous cards suggested we take. After letting go of what no longer serves our highest good, it won't be beneficial for us to continue hanging around, and so it's time to move in the direction of what better serves us. And, by the way, this isn't being selfish in a negative way. It does involve self-care, but a good reminder for Lightworkers who give and give and give to others without thinking much about themselves is, what is for your highest good is for the highest good of all as well. When we help someone who has no plans or intentions of actually working on themselves, we aren't giving them real help. We're only enabling them to continue along their destructive path. So, moving forward in a new direction might be sad for us, but the Manifest card is a great reminder that we can create new opportunities and outlets in our lives that bring us joy, to take the place of what used to occupy so much of our time and attention that we are now moving away from. Our next set of cards are Three of Air, great sadness, take time to heal, the need to forgive yourself or others, and share your wisdom. So it's true. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. In the traditional tarot, Three of Air is the Three of Swords, which is the heartbreak or heartache card. Whether this sadness comes up for you as the result of moving on from a situation or person as suggested by our earlier cards, or it's an unrelated incident, this doesn't have to be for nothing. Look at it as an opportunity for you to share what you've learned with others. Being a Lightworker, your purpose is to heal in some way, and you having experienced what you have makes you stronger. Not that we should strive to be challenged, but when it does happen, we can see the value in it rather than whining about it or just staying in that place of despair. You can make it count positively by sharing your wisdom with others. Our second to the last set of cards are Eight of Earth. Skilled work is rewarded. Learning all there is to know about a topic. Going back to school. And Send Love. The Eight of Earth is about developing your skills and furthering your knowledge about a craft or subject that either fascinates you or is important to you. It looks like we are being guided to continue honing ourselves, to never stop even in the midst of dealing with a sad situation or coming to terms with something that brings up sadness in us. Don't let yourself be paralyzed by your emotions. Sometimes it is appropriate to just lay low and be adrift when you're experiencing some kind of pain, but this is not one of those times. Send love to the situation, to anyone else involved, but most especially to yourself. These moments you're dedicating to adding to your knowledge will pay off. Not only are you growing as an individual, but also as a vessel for helpful information and talents that inspire other people. And so, our final cards for this reading are Queen of Earth. Thoughtful, creative, warm, sensible. Make time for those around you. Take a sensible approach. Deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. And last but not least, Archangel Metatron. As you experience all these energies, or deliberately go on the journey of working with them as inspired by these messages, call upon that part of yourself who is capable, but down to earth and accessible, despite coming from your intellect, as the Queen of Air suggests, you know, that very early card we had, in order to be impartial about certain decisions you're called to make. Stay in touch with your kindness, with your authenticity. Archangel Metatron's presence here signals the availability to us of support in working with our spiritual gifts. As the overseer of the Indigos, Metatron can help us use our spiritual abilities in a way where we support others, as the Queen of Earth card signals to us. So let's take a step back for a moment, just to get an overview or a snapshot of all these energies the cards represent. It appears that thoughts, communication, and the intellect, as indicated by the two air cards, you know, those two blue ones, the blue-violet ones, that one right there and that one right there. And some physical matters like our jobs, health, home, and finances, courtesy of the two earth cards, those two green ones, may be the focus at this time. Moving forward in a more healthful direction for us is pointed out with the reminder as well to continue learning and growing rather than to be held back by sadness. No matter the challenges that come up, we can remember to be genuinely loving and caring as we go through these steps. It sounds like a tall order, I know, to maintain such balance and to keep going in the face of emotions that may feel quite heavy to us, but maybe this is a time when we are being stretched. Life is a series of cycles after all, and we are encouraged to do a lot of both outer and inner work for now. So this doesn't seem to be one of those vacation times. So that's it for this video. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you want to stay updated on future uploads, make sure that you subscribe. That way you can see the video the moment it's uploaded. I hope wherever you are in the world, you're having a great day, night, afternoon, whatever it is, and that you have a great month up ahead. I'll be back again really soon. Take care of yourself. Bye and namaste.